Okay, I'm going to show you the interactive bracket of the new sports channel for Windows Media Center. What I'm going to do is actually watch the Tennessee-Oklahoma State preview on CBS, but I'm going to do it through Windows Media Center so you can see what it's like to watch content like that through the Media Center. So booting up the Media Center here, or loading it up, I have to actually maximize it here first. I'll tell you why in just a second. Over to Sports Channel, click on Sports Channel, you get the little Vista ring there. One of the things I noticed that I wasn't able to do that I wanted to is, as a sports blogger, I wanted to be able to minimize the window so that I could watch the game on one side and write about it on the other. However, when I tried to boot it up in minimized mode, it cut off part of the screen and didn't load the entire content. Check out that orange bouncy ball. Isn't that appropriate for Tennessee-Oklahoma State basketball? So anyway, if you load it up in full screen and then minimize it, it's fine. You can see the whole thing. This is the whole part of it here. I have it smaller so I can get it in YouTube size, but it goes all the way over there and up and down. But I'm going to just put it here. All right, so this is the main content area. It's kind of cool. It's got this glass effect, this little moving image thing. You can choose the different things down here. The main thing I want to show you, though, is for the interactive bracket here. Notice we have the 4 regions: East, Midwest, South, and West, and you can click on any of those and get the bracket, the beginnings of it, for that region. And you can select whatever game you want to look at. Of course, we are interested in the East and Oklahoma State. I noticed Pittsburgh and East Tennessee State, it's grayed out. Looks like they don't have content for that yet. But here, Oklahoma State and Tennessee. I'm going to move it over so you can see it a little better. Click on that. It opens up this box that will show all the content that's related to that game. Right now, all you have is the game preview, this thing called analysis. I imagine that tomorrow after the game, you'll see the full game here as a selection. You'll also see the highlights as a selection. Right now, let's click on the one that's available. It loads it up. Got to watch a commercial. I don't know if that glass effect stays on the whole time or just during the commercial.
Introducing Blackberry Bold, as beautiful as it is powerful.
It looks like it is, which I'm not sure that's a cool feature. You probably want that off for the regular video. But anyway, I'm going to let you watch this. I just paused it using the pause button down here. I'm going to let you watch this just to get a feel for it. Now, one thing to note is that as you watch this, it's going to be really choppy for you because I'm recording this demo at 15 frames per second instead of 30 so that I can save file space. But the video, when you actually play it through Windows Media Center, is actually nice and smooth and pretty high quality. So anyway, here it is.
Certainly in the first round. Hey, how are you folks? Jason Roy with CBS College Sports. Steve Lapis. Glad to be with you here.
By the way, one more thing. You click on this thing and it will fill up the screen with the video.
On the NCAA Tournament previews presented by Brother Printer. And Steve, when you talk about these two teams, what is it about their styles of play that lends this game to maybe being one of the most high-scoring and certainly one of the best games of the first round?
This is going to be one entertaining game because you have two teams that want to play as fast as possible, want to pressure the other team as much as possible, and try to outscore the other team. So this is a game of perimeter orientation, double teams, Three-point shooting in transition. This is going to be a fun. Oklahoma State is the 6th leading scoring team in the country. 4th in made threes for the season. Travis Ford's playing 4 guards, and he doesn't care what the matchups are. He feels like, well, you got to match up with me. I'm not going to worry about matching up with you. So, interesting to see what Bruce Pearl and Tennessee do in this game.
Yeah, we'll talk about one of those matchups that could be a mismatch for Tennessee in just a second. Let's take a look at some tournament notes here, recent history for these two teams. And when you talk about Tennessee, 2-2 all-time in the 8-9 games. So, look, 8-9's a toss-up. That's exactly what you'd expect them to be. Meanwhile, Oklahoma State, they're 2-0 all-time in the 8-9 matchup. And for Tennessee, 4th straight trip. It's for the first for Oklahoma State since 2005, and of course Eddie Sutton. It's the first since 1983 that Eddie Sutton won't be roaming the sidelines for the Cowboys in the NCAA tournament. You talk about that matchup here, mismatch for Bruce Pearl and Tennessee. Wayne Chisholm and Tyler Smith, Steve, could be mismatches for anybody in the nation, but this still has not been a great team all year. Why?
They can't shoot. Bruce Pearl's team wants to get out in transition. When they've been good the last couple of years, they have done a great job shooting the ball from the three-point line in transition. This year, 31% from 3. Tyler Smith, 29% from 3. That has been the key to their season. That's why you got to really look at them and say they're one of the more disappointing teams in the country from where they started this year, and that is the reason. They still play hard, and they're not turning people over at quite the rate they turned them over last year.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you said, up and down, but the turnovers is the key to their success, and that has not been the case this year. Now, Wayne Chisholm's the other guy here, Steven. He's a big man, but he's a big man that can play on the perimeter or inside. I'm not sure Oklahoma State has a guy that can match up with him.
No, they definitely don't. They have 4 guards. They're one of the smallest teams really in the country. So, Terrell Harris, Byron Eaton, these guys are small. James Anderson is a great wing player. He's really come into his own this year. All of them can shoot threes. So I think they're going to worry about Chisholm, but Chisholm's got to worry about who he's going to be chasing out on the perimeter.
Yeah, it works both directions. What's the key to this game, and who's your winner?
I think the key to this game is who's able to be faster in this game. And that usually one team wants to play slow, one team wants to play fast. I think it's going to be about who can play the fastest in this game. And Oklahoma's really good at that, Oklahoma State. But I think in this night, Tennessee, a little more experience in the NCAA tournament. I think Tennessee advances.
All right, 8-9 matchup on Friday in Dayton. We'll see how that all plays out. And don't forget, March Madness on demand. It's back, folks. Every single tip from the opening round to the NCAA championship game, live online for free.
The perils of trying to analyze 65 games in 2 days. Your controls are down here, including these skip buttons back and forward.
NCAA March Madness. We'll see how that
was really. I think 3 smallest black country.
There is no scrubber, which would be nice, that I have found anyway. But it's nice. You got the start and stop buttons. You got volume over here and a mute button. Of course, your ads and what your latest news is and stuff. But that is the interactive bracket of the sports channel for Windows Media Center. It's pretty nifty. I'm looking forward to checking out some of the games. If I forgot to say it. This button down here is important because tomorrow when you log on, there may or may not be scores here, and you may or may not want to see them. You can turn them on or off. Hopefully the default is off. But anyway, that's the interactive bracket from Windows Media Center.